There once was a woman who wandered from town to town, barely dressed in sackcloth she wore. In every town she went to, she'd be shuttered by the doors. Windows were barred and children pulled inside. Get away from her, they'd say. Get away. Get away from her. Get away. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a little bit of attention for the story, please? Storytelling, come on, shut your mouth. Oi, you rowdy lot! We're telling a story. There once was a woman who wandered from town to town, and she was dressed in nothing but tatters. Barely dressed at all in the sackcloth, with just arms pulled through, and bruised and bloody were her feet as she walked and walked. And every town she would come to, she would see barred doors, barred windows, children pulled aside, and no one would pay her any abide. She would beg on the streets and no one would give her coin, and no one would even think to join a hand in friendship, but they'd leave her on the streets and let her walk on through and walk on through. One town, she was so tired, and she left and sat upon a rock just outside in the lee of the wind. And as she sat, she saw a beautiful white horse come by with a man dressed in glitters and gold and the finest fabrics and the most wonderful cloak you've ever seen. And as he approached the town, the complete opposite happened. Doors were flung open. Every hearth was lit. He was welcomed in and beckoned by all of the people of every single town he went to. And he stayed in the town for 3 days and 3 nights, and on the 4th morn he left and rode out of the village. And as he rode in all his finery, gold and stirrups made of platinum, he saw at the side of the road a bundle of rags. And then it moved, and he realized there was a living human being underneath. And he got off his horse, and he said to her, "What are you doing here?" And she said, "They shunned me out. They threw me away, they would not let me in." How did you get so welcome? Why you were allowed in? What's your name? He said, "I am Story." He said, "What's yours?" She said, "I I'm truth. So, Story took his cloak, he wrapped it around truth, guided her gently onto his white steed, and they rode on to the next village. And from then, until now, as it shall ever be, truth shall always be wrapped in story.